the audio will join by computer. You can do it on your phone too if you want to.
Okay.
So we're on video. So there you are, and there I am. So
Just put it on you.
bear with me for a minute. I'm just going to post here. Jump, because my M key is broken. So if I hit the M key, it goes to the front of the line. So if I'm sending you messages, you'll know I'm on my laptop if there's a lot of N's instead of M's, because sometimes I don't bother changing them. Because, like, look, Junt comes to Juno, June, whatever. Jump on. We are early. So we'll just start doing what we're doing.
Okay.
I'm going to scoot over beside you so we can both be.
Oh, I don't want to be.
All right.
That's what I said to my walking partner. I said, she's videotaping it. Why?
Why is she doing that?
I said, I think I'll keep my hat on.
The very same questions that you have, so that's why we're going to do it together.
True. So I get to be the mouthpiece.
You do. Okay, hi everybody. I'm Lotte. This is Linda.
Hi.
And
my wave is funny.
I know it looks like it's like psychedelic, but it's in real time. So I guess first what we're going to do is we're going to show you where to find your meal plan and stuff. So most of you have Beachbody On Demand, and this is where you're going to find the meal plan. So I'm just going to share my screen here. If I can figure out how to do that. Share screen. Okay. So that's what I'm going to share. So now they'll just be able to see
what
the screen.
Doing,
yeah. So you'll be able to see what I'm doing on the screen. So we are going to work through the 21-day fix meal plan, because Linda was looking at the 80-day obsession meal plan, and it was too much and overwhelming. So not everything works for everybody. And there's my dog. Hang on.
Yep, Sophie needs to come in.
So Linda, tell them why you.
So I kind of chickened out because it just was way overwhelming, because I'm just sort of restarting back into a fitness program. I don't need to be, Autumn Calabrese there and go in beauty pageants. All I want to do is get fitter, healthier. Yes, drop a lot of weight or not, because my muscle could weigh more than my fat does right now.
But you can do that with any program.
Yeah, I'm also over 50, going through menopause, and I don't need to kill myself to get better. And I didn't want to set myself up for failure, which is how I thought this would turn out if I tried to bite off more than I could chew.
Perfect.
So I'm going to go with 21-day because it's the same trainer, and this is, I think, the first one that she builds in the nutrition plan, and that's where I'm struggling with when to eat, what to eat, that kind of thing. I mean, I'm the non-eater, if that makes any sense. I tend to go till 3 o'clock in the afternoon before I eat my first meal. And then in the evening, if I'm watching TV or hanging out with, Craig, we do have munchies. And because of menopause, it's chocolate now or something sweet, where before menopause, it was all salty stuff.
It's funny how it changes, hey?
It's like I never wanted sweet stuff, like baked goods or anything. It was always chips or Bits and Bites were my go-to.
Right.
Or popcorn. But now I want the sweet stuff. So I like Shakeology because it does give me that sweet stuff.
Yes.
And before I was using it for my breakfast. Now I'm going to probably switch it around and drink it in the evening.
Right.
Because I'm what's the word? I've discovered Greek yogurt. And
delicious.
Oh my God, I'm not a yogurt lover, but now it's like I gotta have.
That's perfect. Perfect. Okay, so Linda's already printed out her stuff, but I'm going to show you where to find it. So in every program that Beachbody has on Beachbody On Demand, there is a meal plan, and you will find that underneath the program materials. So all you have to do is click on program materials, start here. That will, so I'll open it. It's a PDF. I'll tell you what it says. So this is basically when you used to get the DVDs, this little booklet would come in your box with everything else. So all this information is here. So it tells you what workout to do on what day, and it tells you how to figure out what bracket you're eating in. And you should never feel hungry when you're eating in any of these brackets. If you do, you need to bump up to the next one, because it's not about depriving yourself and not eating enough food. Half the time, the reason that we don't get rid of the weight is because we're not eating enough.
Well, and I'll tell you something. I did Weight Watchers, about 28 years ago, after my first child was born, and I lost a lot of weight. I didn't exercise other than walk at lunchtime, and I lost a lot of weight, but I couldn't believe how much I had to eat. I had to stay up later at night to consume the daily requirements, and I was shocked at how easily the weight came off when I was actually eating more than I had ever eaten before.
Because your body is like, oh, okay, I'm getting enough food. Now I can let go of what I don't need. When you're not feeding enough, it's like, oh,
it's too bad you just can't say, okay, let it go, because I will feed you later.
Yeah,
you don't have to hold on to it.
But it doesn't work that way.
No.
Okay, so this is where you're going to find all of that information. So your workout calendar, these are your food lists. I have mine printed from 80 Day, which are close to the 21 Day. So this is the food list that tells you what food goes in what container. And then
got it.
These are, so eating plan, we'll open this.
And I have, yeah.
So Linda has that too.
So, I have it all from 80 Day and 21.
So we're going to work on the 21 Day fix. So this is the eating plan. It's just loading.
Is this my eating plan? I didn't print all the pages.
No, that's okay. That's your getting.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah. Okay, so Linda's got this. So this is where you'll find it all. It has all the information that you go through, you read it, it explains everything, and then you kind of get to work in. So this is the first page that you're going to start with. So Linda has this page printed. So what you're going to do is you're going to weigh yourself. The number does not define you. It doesn't. It's not a good number or bad number.
But we can go with my stuff just for, what do you call it? Example?
Yeah.
So I weighed myself yesterday, 158 pounds.
Okay, so now you're going to take 158 times 11. That's your baseline. That's what you, and this is just to start. Like, you're going to tweak this because everybody's different. Not every 158-pound person is going to eat the exact same foods and feel the exact same way. So 158 times 11 is 1738. So that's your calorie base. That's how many calories you would eat a day. Now you're going to add 400. So you're going to put your calorie base in that box there, that one there, plus 400, because that's the amount of calories you're expected to burn during a 30-minute 21-day fix workout. So now you're up to 2138. And now you're going to, from your maintenance calories, so that this is what you would eat, 2138.
To stay the weight I am.
Yes, to stay where you are. Now you're going to subtract 750 from that. And that gives you 1388.
Oh, cool. So that's plan A, and that's the one I picked.
Is that plan A? So that's plan A, yeah. 1200 to 1499. Now, so what I would suggest is you're going to do this one for the first couple weeks and really pay attention to how you feel. If you feel hungry, you're going to bump up to plan B. Okay. But right now, that's the one, because you're right smack in the middle. So plan A is from 1200. If your final number was 1200 to 1500, 1499, you would be in plan A. 1500 to 1799, you'd be in plan B. So you would go into whichever bracket you fit. So Linda fits into this one here, into plan A. So now her day is going to consist of 3 veggies, 2 fruits, 4 proteins, 2 carbs, 1 blue, 1 orange, and 2 oils and nuts and nut butters. And just from experience, I could do the veggies and fruits and then some, no problem all day. Even the carbs, but I've cut back on those. It's getting 4 proteins in every day and my healthy fats and oils and nuts. And that's the thing, is that you need the balance, because your body needs all those different nutrient groups in order to do what you're going to do. So then it has some tally sheets that you can print out, and you'll find a way of tracking this that that works for you. I have them. So I just made this little sheet that I keep on the fridge. I don't know, you probably can't see it. So it just has a list of what my meal times are and what I have at each meal. And I just keep, I've done it long enough now that I just keep making sure that I have all those ticked off. I used to use my blackboard, and have each container count on there, and every time I had something, I would mark it off. So you'll find a way that works. There's apps on your phone that you can use. Just going to check to see if anybody said anything on here.
I'm taking notes.
Okay, so now you're all, I forgot I'm sharing my screen. You're all on my Facebook. That's good. So yes, so then you're going to track, and then it has a bunch of sheets like that you can print out. So whatever you find works for you. That's Carl Deichler. He's president of Beachbody. So there's some recipes, and they'll give you container counts. One other thing I want to show you on Beachbody On Demand while we're here is this program.
Okay, there's another program. I got to write this down.
Yes. So if you go to workout programs and you go to Fixate, because this is
Fixate. Where's that?
Fixate. So if you scroll down,
workout.
Sorry, it's not actually a workout. But so this is a little cooking show. I don't know if you've seen this, but Autumn does this show with her brother Bobby, who's a chef. And all the recipes have the container count. So it'll tell you it's a red, a yellow, and a green.
That's exactly what I need. Someone to show me what to make.
Absolutely. So now this
Overstuffed turkey club.
So that's
charred leeks. Oh, wow.
So then there's so many. My computer.
Meal prep, so you're prepped. See, that's where I need help with too.
Yeah.
Because I just shove it all in the fridge and
banana oat pancakes. So if you play this, I should have clicked on details. So, and they're only like a 3-minute or a 5-minute video. Like, it's not like it's going to take up your whole day to sit down and figure it out. Like, this one's 5 minutes. So they show you exactly how to make it. Hey, Bobby. Don't both look good?
Oh my God.
Yeah, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. So I just want to get to the end so that it shows you what the so that's right. So there's tons and tons. Oh, that's not where I want to go. But anyway, so Fixate, that gives you all sorts of ideas, and it'll give you the container counts and everything. I think if you click on details, there's actually a way that you can print, or you can see all the recipes. I'll show you that too, without having to watch the video. So same thing, you go to program materials, and it should bring up, so it gives you grocery lists, Fixate recipes.
There it is, yeah.
So if you click on that.
See, I missed all that program.
And that's the thing, is there's so much on here that not everybody knows that. That's why I'm so happy you came over. Because we can go through all this stuff.
Recipes.
So this literally is 227 pages of recipes.
But you can print whatever.
Yeah, so you can do like, I don't know. That one looks good. I watched
pineapple chicken skewers. But that.
So here, so it shows you that that's half a green, half a purple, and a red.
And it shows you how to use your oil right there, because I would never have thought of putting oil if I was going to make these myself.
Yeah, so you get half a teaspoon.
So that's what I mean. Like, how do I incorporate some of these oils and
and the fats
nuts and stuff into the food I'm making?
So this is a great place to look for.
This is awesome.
Things. Yeah, and it's just something different, because we all get into that same rut of
I'm terrible.
eating the same foods. And you know what? I eat the same foods just because. But it's nice to have something different every now and then. And then these things become your favorite. So I usually
and it's something you can cook for your whole family.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My kids eat the same thing that I eat.
Right. It's not like you have to do a separate meal or anything. Because like that one looks good.
Sweet potatoes and chicken wraps. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing the screen.
Okay.
Linda and I are back. So that's kind of the basis of, you know what, maybe I'm going to still share my screen, because I'm going to show you the food lists.
I got the food list.
Yeah, so it's a good idea to print this stuff out, just because it's easier to have it in your hand.
When you go shopping.
When you go shopping and when you're looking to see. I like to prep proteins. I like to prep yellows. I like to prep, like, kind of have everything ready, because lots of times in the morning when I'm heading out the door, I I throw a yellow in a bowl, a handful of spinach, a protein that I have, whether it's shredded chicken that I have in the freezer, and I throw it all into the bowl, and that's throw a little hot sauce on it.
And there's your lunch.
And there it is, yeah. So I take, this is my favorite thing to do, is I take quinoa or brown rice or whatever, because yellows are always hard to have. So I put it into the yellow container, and then I push it down, and then I flip it out onto a pan, and then I freeze them in the little squares. And they come out frozen in a square, and I just put them in Ziploc bags. So in the morning when I'm making my lunch, I just throw a square of either rice or quinoa into my salad or into my bowl that I have. And it's so easy to just have in the freezer, and you don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
And it's done. Like, I just made a batch of quinoa now, and I'll just do that. I'll freeze them, and I'll have like 10 or 12 in the freezer. And then it's easy to go. So we need to go back to our 21-day fix. Program materials. And so food lists, we'll look at those. So now that we know Linda needs 3 greens.
So is this the same? It's not going to be the same list.
It's not going to be quite the same. There's a few different things, but for the most part, you're fine to use that list. Now, these foods are listed in order of best at the top to least best. So for your yellow containers, yes, tortillas are on there. Yes, applesauce, bagels, half a bagel, all that stuff is on there, but it's at the bottom of the list. It's down there, right? So your best choice for yellow containers are sweet potatoes, quinoa's up there, beans. Like, beans are so easy to throw on a salad, right? When you say, like, if you're making a salad, like a can of black beans, rinse them off, and you can just throw some beans onto a salad, and Bob's your uncle, right? There's an easy yellow container. Red sardines are at the top of the list. I do not eat them.
Where's that? On red.
Red sardines are at the top of the list.
No, I think I would skip those ones too, but I love chicken.
Yep. So chicken's an easy one too.
Okay, what's squab, everybody?
Squab, I think, is
squab.
Is pigeon.
Pigeon.
Never had it.
No, I don't know that I would.
Cooked and chopped goat.
I'm surprised fish isn't at the top.
It's there.
It's there. That's okay. And eggs. Ooh, eggs.
Eggs, yes. And there's your Greek yogurt in there too.
It's in there. Oh,
yeah,
plain. I always buy vanilla.
Yeah.
I
always buy plain. Okay, so now that you know the number of containers that you have to eat in a day, and you know that what goes in the container. Yeah. So now you have to figure out what combination you are going to put them together,
right?
How you're going to eat them. So in 80-day obsession, that's done for you. You have to eat these containers with those containers.
Yeah.
They go in that order. 21-day fix. As long as you have all those containers in by the end of your day, you're good.
It doesn't matter what.
It doesn't matter what order or what combination.
And that's where I think I need to start, because then I'll get used to eating the containers, and then when I get really good at this, I can go to 80-day obsession and knock the shit off everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Absolutely. And it's about getting comfortable with it and feeling like And
this is very similar to how it started when I did Weight Watchers. You had to eat A, B, C, and D all in the day.
Yeah.
They didn't care when.
No.
So much. This was back before points, everybody. This was on the old school program.
When you had to know what food.
You had to weigh your food. I had to buy a weigh scale.
Yeah.
Because I only could eat an ounce or 2 or whatever.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is that and these containers are deceiving, because you fill up the containers and you go, that doesn't look like much.
No, but then you flip it onto your plate.
Oh my gosh,
good,
you flip it onto your plate, and there's all sorts. So now let's go back to what you're going to be eating in a day. Where was that? I think that's here somewhere.
Here.
Okay, so 3 greens. So now basically, in a day, you would eat. You're not a huge breakfast eater, but you should be.
Oh, I am now.
Okay, so you do. So
I do oatmeal, everybody, but it's not rolled or steel cut oats. It's quick, and I don't know what the difference is. So
they just take a little bit longer to cook. the rolled oats do.
Are they?
Steel cut will take a lot longer, and they have a more of a crunchy kind of a different texture. The rolled oats are a lot more similar to the quick oats, and they're just less processed.
Well, I'm just going to use up what I have in stock, and then I'll go to my other oats. And I put raisins in it. I don't know where raisins fall, and if I have to get rid of my raisins, I'll be.
Well,
but the good news is I'm not putting the whiskey in like my dad did.
Oh, well, there you go. See,
I'm doing cinnamon.
Yeah, cinnamon is very good for you. So basically, you're gonna have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you're probably gonna have a snack in between somewhere.
Oh yeah.
So you said that you would like to have your Shakeology.
I'm thinking now the afternoon or evening instead of morning.
I have mine when I get home from work. Like that's my afternoon snack.
Yeah,
and that keeps me out of the fridge while I make dinner.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's like afternoon or evening now is better.
Okay, so let's just say we're gonna do it. So
between lunch and dinner.
This is my very technical. I know you probably can't see this, but it says breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. That's my very technical way. And there are all sorts of apps and computer programs and stuff, but I just like the pen and paper just because
I'm old school too.
Simplifies. It's easier. It's easier to think. It's easier to remember.
Besides, they have it all down here. Meal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
And that's under 21-day fix.
That's
eating
the tracking sheets. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, so basically, your Shakeology is going to be a red, and then what else do you put in it? Do you put fruit or anything?
Oh, I put fruit in it usually.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be berries if it's strawberry, or a banana if it's the vanilla or chocolate.
Okay, so you're going to have a red and a purple in that, because purple is your fruit.
Yep.
And so we've got knocked off one of those. So where's your, go back to your.
I can't see what colors these are because I don't have a color printer.
But where does it say which containers? Okay.
Oh.
So there we go. So you've got one fruit is gone and one red is gone. So now you need to have 3 other reds. So let's assume you're going to have a red for breakfast.
Which ones are red? Protein?
Yeah, 4. You need 4 of them. So you're probably going to have a red for dinner, some sort of a protein.
Oh yeah. And
then lunch, let's say
I can do that because there's cheese, right? Can you eat cheese?
Cheese is blue.
Shit.
Sorry. You get one. You get one blue, and it's cheese. That's what mine usually is. I usually pick cheese. But the thing is that on this plan, you can pretty much have everything. Like, there's nothing that you really can't.
If I have to have another protein, tuna.
Yeah, tuna,
eggs in my salad, or eggs in my salad.
Yeah, there's all sorts of things. So if you figure you're going to have a red at breakfast, a red at lunch, a red in your shake, and a red at dinner. Those are your reds, right? Now then we'll figure out what we're going to put in those reds.
Okay.
And now you also need 3 greens. So chances are you're not going to have a green for breakfast.
No, I don't like that idea.
No. So you're going to have a green in your lunch.
Yeah.
And you can maybe have 2 greens if you're going to have a salad, right? So let's just put that for now. And you're going to have a green with your supper.
Yep. Okay.
So those are your greens done. So if you have a nice big salad with, say, egg or tuna on it for lunch, that's perfect. And then for dinner, you're going to have a red with a vegetable. And chances are you're going to have a starch then too.
Yeah, either carb, right?
Yeah, so that's a yellow. So we're going to put a yellow down for dinner.
Well, wait a minute. My breakfast is going to be yellow too.
Yeah, so there's your 2 yellows. Yeah. So you have your oats, and then you have a yellow for supper, which could be a sweet potato, it could be a regular potato, it could be rice, quinoa, it could be whatever.
Beans are probably in there too as a starch, right?
Yep. So now we've got your yellows taken care of. We've got your greens. Yeah, peas are there. Corn is in.
Funny, I would have thought peas were a vegetable.
They're
but
not.
Hey.
They're a starch. And corn. And corn is not a vegetable either. Spike at work is always like, I eat vegetables. I'm like, you eat corn and peas. Those are not vegetables. Okay, so what do we have left? We have an orange and we have a blue.
Okay, blue.
So those are not
cheese. Oh, okay. We're gonna have cheese. We could have it with lunch on my salad.
Yep, you can have that. You could have.
Parmesan would go on my. Well, it could go on my dinner too. I see what's going on here.
Yeah, so it's like a little addition to whatever it is.
Mhm.
But that could be on a day that you don't have a great big salad and you
Mhm.
need a snack in the morning. You could have
Some nuts.
hummus and
No, I don't think
veggies.
we'll have hummus.
You don't like hummus?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure, but I'm not.
Okay.
I don't like the word.
Okay.
But I love pistachios.
Right, so that could be, you could have that as a snack one day. But for your lunch, for this orange, that's your dressings. And so orange, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and lots of times I need an orange, so I throw pumpkin seeds on my salad, an orange container.
Yeah, I like seeds in my salad.
Yep, so that's a really simple thing to do.
But they're an oil.
Mm-hmm.
I never.
Yep, so they fall underneath that. And then
And chia seeds. Oh, yeah, my daughter told me about those. I have them.
Yep. So then for your dressing for your salad, what I do is I drizzle balsamic and I drizzle some olive oil. That's your teaspoon. And then I squeeze a lemon, and that's what I use. And then you're totally covered. So basically this would be your day. You're going to have a blue. Your blue will probably be a floater, let's say. You can fit your blue in.
I'll fit my blue in, yeah.
Wherever. Where are raisins even on that one?
I can't find raisins, but I figure they're just dried up grapes.
Yeah,
so it's got to be a fruit somewhere.
Well, because it becomes a sugar, right?
Yeah, I know.
But you know what? But
grapes are on purple.
Here's the thing.
Grapes are
if you
purple.
put a teaspoon or a tablespoon of raisins on your oatmeal, and that makes you love your oatmeal, do it.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right? Like you can get so like, oh my God, it's not on the list, I can't do it. Yeah. If that's gonna
I cheat a bit with the brown sugar too, but it's less brown sugar and more cinnamon now than it ever was in my whole life.
Exactly. And that's how you're gonna progress, right? Because if you just set yourself up and you're like, oh my God, this oatmeal is so boring, it's so gross, I hate it without my raisins, I'm not gonna eat it, then you've defeated the purpose of even doing it. So if, like I said, if there's little things where you're like, oh, you know, if you're putting a quarter cup of raisins on your oatmeal, that might be a problem, right? But a tablespoon or whatever, she might be putting a quarter cup.
Oh yeah, I don't measure my raisins. I just dump. I don't measure anything. I just dump.
Yeah. So
now I'm going to start measuring.
Right, and like I really want you to pay attention to how you feel on this plan, because plan A, I think sometimes is not enough.
Oh.
Depending on, because you walk in the morning, you burn a lot of calories there. You're going to do your workout. But you know, there's a lot of stuff that you might be burning more than you're putting in. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So it's really important to have a starting point and then work from there.
And
right? Because
if
you were going to be bumping up, you'd have one more vegetable, you'd have another fruit, you'd still have the same amount of protein, and you'd have one more carb and a few more teaspoons.
Cool.
So that's
good to know, because I never would have thought of that. Thinking, okay, I'm not feeling very good. This thing sucks. I'm not doing it anymore.
Exactly.
So hey, it's good to talk to your coach to find these things out ahead of time.
Yes. So basically, this is what your plan would be. So for breakfast, you're going to have a protein and a starch. So you're going to have your oatmeal and eggs. That's an easy breakfast, right? Yeah, it's so good. And then in the morning, if you feel like you want to have a snack,
I could have half a Shakeology in the morning and the other half in the afternoon.
That's so true. I never thought.
Because I don't always get to finish it. Sometimes it goes back in the fridge. What a great
idea.
Then you just shaky. Yeah. Well, instead of having two.
Right.
Which I don't think is a good thing.
That would be an extra red and an extra purple. So. But
sometimes fluids are all I get in because I'm either on the road or whatever.
Yep.
So where does the Tim Hortons breakfast sandwich come in?
It does not. You are going to bypass that. You can stop and get a tea or a coffee or whatever else, but you are,
It was a shake for the longest time, and then something happened, and I was leaving the house without eating breakfast at 10 a.m. and getting a Timmy's.
Kids are starving.
No, just starving. Although McDonald's is my favorite. Egg McMuffin. Sorry.
It's a classic.
But no more.
So then for your lunch, you're going to have a red. So that could be tuna on your salad. It could be leftover chicken from the night before. It lots of times that's what goes on my salad is whatever's in the fridge. Yeah. because
I had meatballs on my salad last night.
Perfect. So 2 greens, so you can make those greens whatever you want. You can have mixed green. And you know what? For greens, mixed greens and spinach and stuff like that, if it's a little more than a green container,
Yeah, hello.
I mean, it's like
It's a
12
leaf.
calories or something like that,
It's a
right?
leaf,
So
right?
yeah, pretty much. So I'm not too worried about that. But
And I
you
eat
know,
a lot of this stuff.
Yep. So beets, so good.
I know.
You know, you can have beet salad. There's so many options, right? So so this
I
is
just have to
something
get
easy.
more creative in recipes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you know what? You'll find the things that you like, and then those will be your go-tos that you eat all the time.
Because some of this stuff, for instance, as soon as I find it, well, okay, let's just say you're making like butternut squash soup.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a bowl of that soup. Well, how do you figure that out in here? Because you've got some of your greens in there.
Yep.
If you're using leeks or onion or whatever is in here, plus your squash. So that's all
vegetables. And when I make a recipe like that, I kind of look at what goes into it. So if you're using, like you said, so you're using, let's say 6 cups of vegetables, and then you're going to use a little bit of
your oils.
There's oils, and you kind of look at everything that goes into it, divide it by the number of servings, and then figure, okay, that's about a green or 1.5. Like so it doesn't have to be right on, but it's just in the general area, right? Because
that was my biggest accomplishment this winter, was learning how to make soup from scratch.
Yeah, and that's so good for you, right? Like the benefits of that, whether it's another half a container of a red or whatever, it's not gonna throw you over the edge because you're getting so much nutrients out of it that your body's gonna say thank you very much, right? It's not coming out of a can, and your body's not going, what the hell is this shit?
The only thing that still comes out of the can are my beans.
Yeah, and those are things that are going to, because that's how you get them.
Kidney beans when I make chili.
Yeah, and there's a chili recipe on that.
And my tomatoes, because I don't like cooking tomatoes.
No, and I use canned tomatoes too.
Yeah, I just use the less salt one or whatever it is.
Yep. And then so for your snack, you're going to have your shake in the afternoon or in the morning. So that's a red and a purple. Easy peasy. And then supper is protein, and that's what we basically have for supper every night. You have a starch, you have a veg, and you have a
that's meat. What I do anyway.
Yep. And so you're just going to portion it. That's all.
Yeah. And the only difference is okay, guys, I'm going to be honest. I have a hard time with this whole wheat rice pasta crapola. I don't like the taste at all. I've tried it several times, so I'm still eating white rice, but less of it.
Even if you do eat white rice and you have a container of it, you're fine.
That's what I figure.
Yeah, if you eat it in the portion sizes, that's
and
where
regular pasta.
Yeah.
And I just don't cook it as often as I used to.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's spaghetti in my house now is a treat.
I use zucchini noodles. I have a noodle.
I saw that on one of your posts. I think I want to get one of those.
Yeah.
Because I went to a cooking class for Healthy Heart. And they had one of those.
Yeah, spiralizer.
And we did zucchini spaghetti.
Yeah. And then
zucchini?
I don't know.
How do you say it? Zucchini?
I don't know what I call it.
But that was really cool because I grow zucchini in the summer.
Yeah. And those are the
I have to get one of those spiral things.
Yeah, so that's a good option. And even on the 80-day plan, when I have this meal, I have a green, a red, a purple. I have one of everything, and a blue. So I make the zucchini noodles with pasta sauce. So zucchini for my green, pasta for my red, pasta sauce for my red because it has meat in it. And then I have a container of whatever noodles I make for the kids. I throw that on there, and I put cheese on top. And it's just
eat that at 7:00 in the morning?
No, that's when it becomes my supper. Some days it gets rearranged. For some mornings, I'm like, what the hell am I going to eat right now? All right, let's do that. And sometimes you just eat stuff. They're not a complete meal, and it doesn't go together. And it's just because this is what you need to eat at this time, right? So sometimes it's like an egg and Lord knows what the combination is.
I can remember doing Weight Watchers at 10 at night eating a Melba toast with peanut butter on it because I had to get my oil, my protein, and my carb in or something.
Yeah. So another thing that you need to have too are teaspoons of oils and nut butters. So this is where you want to use like coconut oil, almond butter, I need to buy some more of that stuff. I have coconut oil, but it goes on my skin. I'm not cooking with that container. Oh, okay. Well,
hands have been in that one.
Yes, you
hands have been in that one.
It's good for your skin and for your whatever.
Mayonnaise. Now, when they say mayonnaise, they're not talking about Miracle Whip, are they? Because I don't like mayonnaise.
What does it say there?
Mayonnaise.
Fixate or similar. So that would be like
Similar.
If
oh, well.
I'm gonna stop sharing the screen. So that could be like, I just bought avocado oil mayonnaise at the Costco, and it's perfect. Like it's actually really good.
Avocado
Yeah.
oil.
Mayo. Yeah.
Oh, mayo.
Yeah, but it's made with avocado oil. You can make your own if you're so inclined.
Yeah, well, no.
Yeah. And you know what, even if, like I said, even if it is a teaspoon of Miracle Whip and it makes you eat whatever, then
I was buying something at Bulk Barn. I think it was sesame seed butter.
mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah, there's all sorts of different
sesame's in there. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's in a.
So those are things that you can, like if you need a yellow, if one morning you don't feel like oatmeal and you have some sprouted, and you want to have a piece of toast with some almond butter on it, or a little.
Or fry an egg with almond butter.
Well, almond butter is like peanut butter.
Oh, okay.
But coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
Yes, yeah, and
there's butter in here anywhere?
No, but I use butter.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, it is.
Oh, so I can have a fried egg with butter.
Yeah.
Because I would rather have Dippy Doo eggs, but I don't see bread on here.
It's on here.
Where? It's probably at the bottom.
Bread. Whole grain or sprouted, 1 slice.
What does sprouted mean?
So there's a type of bread that you can get that is sprouted.
Okay, see? I don't know these things.
So this is the one.
I'm thinking sprouted, it just popped up out of the ground.
So this one is just the sprouted power soft wheat, sprouted wheat bread. So the seeds are just soaked, and they sprout before they, I don't know.
And where did you buy that?
This one I got at Costco. You can get it at Metro. You can
Metro.
get it. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Metro has a lot of different breads, I noticed.
Yes, they do. And even I think most places and Sobeys, they all have a little section that has something that's sprouted. There's a flaxseed one that I get too sometimes that's sprouted.
Okay, we're gonna start buying sprouted bread.
Yeah, and then have a piece of bread. You could have.
I could do my Dippy Doo eggs.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's not about totally depriving yourself and eating stuff that you hate. You find the stuff that you like.
And most of what I do eat is not bad for me. Like it's not at the very top of the chart of the healthy thing, but it's up there pretty high. But I find I don't eat enough.
Right, and I think that's if you start eating.
I starve
more,
myself.
Yeah.
Without knowing it.
Yeah, you will feel a lot better. You'll feel a lot different.
And I won't have that need to nap.
Yes.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
my age may decide I need it. I don't know.
Well, we'll see, right? If you do all you can to help your body, then you never know.
Yeah.
So, do you feel like you have some ideas?
I have great ideas.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that fixate section, which I really appreciate learning about.
Yeah.
I'm happy to know that I'm not really eating that bad when I eat.
Yes.
Other than my, cravings for the sweet crap. Which, again, I'm not going to kill myself if I have something.
But if you are, so this is what I found with doing 80-day obsession is I don't crave any of that because I am eating a lot of food.
Well, that's what I mean.
And I'm full that I'm like,
I don't want it.
Give
me a tea instead or something.
Yeah, I really don't. I have no desire to eat after 6 o'clock because I'm like, holy cow.
Oh, I'm done today's eating. My jaw's sore.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I remember feeling like that with Weight Watchers because it was constantly eating.
Yeah.
It was like you never stopped eating. I don't know how I got work done.
Because I was eating all the time.
It felt like it.
Yeah. But once you get doing it, it just becomes what you do. It just becomes your normal, right? So that's what we want it to become, is just
a normal thing. And that's why I thought starting with something a little bit on a smaller scale, not as regimented, because I think 80 days, this timing of eating all these things that I know I'm not going to make it at the beginning.
Right. Yep. And I think this is a great way to ease into it.
Okay, so I made a good decision?
I think so. Absolutely.
Okay.
Because it needs to feel good for you, right? Like because I love something doesn't mean that you're going to love it. So I like that you're like, okay, this is what's going to work for me, and that's what I'm going to do. So
okay,
I think it's perfect.
Perfect.
All right, so we're going to check out now because I think we're probably done, but I'm going to post the recording at some point. Thank you for hanging out, and we will talk soon. I hope you guys, and if you have any questions, post them below for Linda or me.
Oh, don't post them for me. I have a hard time reading my whole